Me again, it's Jolanda, and I'm coming to you with a wig show and tell, and I have the unit on my head right as we speak. This is, let me get the stock card out for you guys. This is the Joelle, Outre Joelle in, so Outre unit. The style is Joelle. The color is the DR2730. And it is a lace eye part unit, and I'm going to tell you about the features of this unit, and then I'm going to just talk just for a few seconds about wigs, why I wear wigs, and just some of my experiences as a new user of wigs, because I got a message this morning from one of my besties, Shelia, and she said, Jolanda, send me, I'm ready to try a new style. Send me your wig videos. And I was like, well, which one? So I'm going to do a little bit of a chit chat at the end about wigs for her and for others who may not have caught some of my little, tips and experiences that I've mentioned in some of my other videos. So in terms of Miss Joelle, there's a lot of controversy about Miss Joelle because, as you can see from the stock card, it looks a lot different on me than it does on the model here. One of the things I think that might be the issue is that the model seems to be wearing the unit very far forward. So very much on her forehead, pretty much, and then she's kind of raked the hair back. And I could see that could potentially, you could do it with some hairspray and probably a lot more styling, a lot of fuss. But who has time for that? I personally like the unit as it is. I know that a lot of folks have said that it's too thick, that they don't like the texture, but I actually like the thickness. I like the density of it. I don't feel that it's too thick. I like the texture of it. I don't feel that it's too yucky. And in fact, I like the way that it looks because it really does remind me of when I wear my hair like this, blowed out and flat ironed. I don't like it to be bone straight. I like to have some texture to my hair. Now, so do I like this unit? So this unit comes with the standard cap construction. There's a lace edge on it that needs to be cut. It's there's an eye part that needs to be tweezed quite a bit, and I use the pull method. I'll talk a little bit about that later, but you do need to pull hairs from the parting space. The cut is nice though. I like the cut. I like the way that it's layered. I'll show the back of it. I really like the way the back is tapered. I like the way that it will stay kind of to a certain extent to the way that you style it. What else can I tell you about this unit? It's got the adjustable straps, got a comb in the back, it's got two combs in the front on either side of the part. I use some heat on it to flatten the top out. I do think that I will use some heat also to kind of loosen this curl because it's a little too bumped here, so I might want to go in and just kind of loosen that front curl a bit, and but I want to wait and see if maybe the curl will drop some, because that does happen sometimes with units. So I'm a little bit leery on whether or not I should go in with the flat iron yet or not, or just wait for it to drop on its own. So it's not bothering me that much, but yeah. So one of the things so then I also went in because there was a YouTuber that I watched who talked about how she kind of tweezed the hairline. So I did go in and do a little bit of pulling of hair on the hairline, but not much. I like the fact that you can kind of style it away from your face if you want, like so, or you can bring it all into your face. You can make it kind of go out a little bit. It's just got a lot of versatility. You could just make it bring a little bit more texture into it if you wanted to. You just can do a whole lot with this unit. So my pros on it are, I like the length of it. I like the color, although I kind of think that the color is competing with my complexion a little bit. I might buy it again in a different color because I just feel like this color is a little bit just a touch off for me. But then I felt like that about Lana in the OM 27P, and I grew to really love that color on me. So who knows? This might grow on me, and this might become my new signature color. I'm just gonna give it a chance. The cons of this unit are that you do have to cut the lace. The part does require quite a bit of work, and I did powder the top a little bit because I felt like under certain lighting conditions, this part of the black part at the top was kind of shiny. So I powdered it a little bit, and I think that it looks really good. The part I think is fine. Again, you're gonna have to go in and tweeze it. So that is pretty much my review of Outre Joelle in the color DR2730. Now, for the next half of the video, I want to just talk a little bit about wigs in general and why I wear them. So this is a synthetic wig. It's not human hair. I purchased it from divatrust.com, which is one of my favorite wig websites because they offer free shipping on $49 or more, and I really am able to usually buy 2 units for $49 and then the shipping is free. I live in California. I haven't been able to find any wig wholesalers or distributors on the West Coast at all. So if anybody out there knows of any wig distributors who are on the West Coast, let me know because I'd love to order from them because I'm sure I'd get my units faster. This one took about 5 business days is usually how long it takes. For the moment that I place my order, they usually are shipping it like I usually get an email within the hour saying your order has shipped. And I get a tracking code. I can track it the whole way. I really, really love divatrust.com. They have a wide variety of wigs. I'm not being sponsored to promote their website. I just find their website to be very user-friendly. This unit cost about $25. And this is the first time I've worn a bob unit in a long time. My very first synthetic unit was a bob unit curled like this. I believe it was Motown Tress. I think it was a Motown Tress bob. Hania? I don't know. I won't even say what I think that the unit's name was because I don't remember. I just went into the beauty supply and I was like, I want to get a wig. The reason why is because I wanted to protect my natural hair as it was growing out, transitioning to fully natural. And so I wanted some protective styles for my hair. Then I still wanted to look nice going to work and whatnot. And so since then, I've gotten more adventurous. I've gotten more adventurous with color. That my first unit was a side part bob, and it was in the color number 4. And so since then, I've been playing with 30s. I've been playing with 27s. So as someone new going into the wig game, I definitely recommend synthetic units. I think that they're just fine. I like to change my hair enough that I just can't see. I've priced out the human hair units and they're hundreds of dollars. I just don't see the point in it. And not only that, is that when I get units, sometimes I don't like the way they look on me. So if I'm gonna spend all that money and then I get a unit and then I don't even like the way that it looks on me, that's a problem. So I like spending around $20, $25 on units. They usually will last about, let's say, 3 weeks worth of wear. So if you don't wear it every day, obviously you're gonna have it longer. If you do wear it every day, then you're gonna have to cut back. But on average, if you're wearing it every day, it's gonna last you 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And then the ends are gonna start to get, kind of stiff, and it's just gonna start to look old, and it'll be time to replace it. So bear that in mind. The shorter the unit is, I think the longer that it will last and the longer that will look nice. The longer units with more curls, they tend to get tangled more, matted more, that kind of thing starts to happen. As I mentioned earlier in the video, sometimes depending upon how you like your parts, some people don't like to open up their parts. So you may or may not want to pull hairs out of the part to make the part whiter. You may want to do different sorts of tweaking with the units. I have found that sometimes I won't like a unit initially. If I put it away, pull it back out in a week or two, I like it. Play with the units. A lot of times they're not just plop them on your head and go. Play with the positioning of the unit. Play with where you want it to sit on your hairline. Play with, if you want to have it to the side or straight in the middle, depending upon, how the part is. Play with it, customize it to yourself, because that is how it's going to look the most natural, is when you feel confident and comfortable in it. I always tell people, if they're going to be wearing units for the first time, to wear it around the house. Get used to it and comfortable in the unit yourself first. then start to slowly branch out. I know when I first started wearing, different styles, I would wear it around the house, and then I would go to friends and just kind of hang out with friends with it on. And then you become more confident in it, and then you move forward. The other thing I really like about wearing wigs is that because I work out so much, I don't have to worry about my hair and how it's going to be sweated out and that sort of thing. That's really, I guess, pretty much it in terms of wigs. If you have any specific questions about wearing wigs, leave them below. I can tell you that the cap construction of these units now is so breathable. You're not going to be hot. How I usually wear my wigs, I wear a stocking cap. I pull all of my hair back into a small bun at the bottom of my neck. And then I put a stocking cap on to smooth everything down, and I put the wig on top of the stocking cap. You can use a flesh tone stocking cap, or you can use a black one. I always use a black one. And then if I want to make my part more prominent, I use concealer in there. Actually I don't use concealer, I use pressed powder. And I put powder in the part, so you can see that. There's so many videos on YouTube talking about wearing wigs, how to customize them, all of that kind of stuff. So just, if this wasn't enough information, just do a search and you will find a plethora of more information about wearing wigs. But like I said, this is Outre Joelle. Bear in mind, most of the time, the stock cards are not going to look like the unit that you receive. I highly recommend for your first wig to go to a beauty supply store someplace local and try the units on your head, because cap sizes are different. So you want to make sure if it's not going to be too small of a cap size on the unit that you like, that is going to squeeze you and give you a headache. So definitely go to your local wig shop and go by yourself, because sometimes you're the only one who's going to be the best judge. If you go with someone else, oh yeah, that looks good, you have to know it looks good on you. So I recommend you go by yourself and don't allow the salesperson to influence you, but really put on something and find out for yourself if you like it. And that's really all I can really say. Again, this is Joelle. I am still getting used to her. I wore her to church today. I'm used to, having a lot longer unit. I like her with big earrings. I think she looks really cute with big earrings. So that's probably something I'm going to have to wear with her, because I feel like she just looks plain without it. But I definitely intentionally got her in a color, this DR2730, because I didn't want it to look like mumsy. I wanted to have a little bit of sass and a little edge to her. And I think that this does it, but I'm not sure that this color is really the best color for my complexion. But other than that, I definitely would recommend this unit for someone who likes a little bit thicker bob. It's not too thick to me, and wants to, just have a nice simple style that's not too long. And until next time, stay tuned, stay positive, stay on budget. Again, leave questions below and I'll answer them. And that's all for today. Talk to you later. Bye.